What is the shift in creativity that is taking place within the algorithm culture? This culture is increasingly organized by the need for big data and mass computing, while digital technologies and platforms like TikTok seem to have democratized the system of cultural production and distribution by allowing anyone to produce, curate, and share creative content. However, they have also embedded innovative practices and their value in the data-driven logic of the digital economy, including ubiquitous and more granular monitoring and data collection. Creative labor is increasingly valued for its ability to generate engagement, go viral, and produce user data, rather than its specific cultural or aesthetic content. These fun, cute, and colorful videos are featured on a popular video platform, TikTok, as the video background music sings. These are fancy lives, and constantly demonstrating the slogan of TikTok, Record the Good Life, or their 2021 new slogan, Make Every Second Counts. As Zhang Yiming, the CEO of ByteDance, kept emphasizing in the interview, we want to provide more and better services to consumers in an innovative way. He would make a point of mentioning his artificial intelligence, or algorithm, based on recommendation, intelligent matching and answering, combined with information flow, probably the first in the world to use AI to match. Wait. The CEO's speech was so good, but what the knowledge labor serve is killing the time. Let's see one day of a young Loch Ness monster. Ness is a young monster who needs to work during the day, so when it's time to go home and fall asleep at night, he wants to take a break. He heard that TikTok short videos were all the rage recently, and he wanted to give it a try. When he got the app, which accessed his personal information and learned his identity as a Loch monster, so the first thing he saw was all about Loch monsters. It contains anecdotes about the origin of the Loch monster, mysterious legends, historical tales, famous film and literature stories, and countless other people claiming to have seen him. He feels like an internet influencer, a celebrity, or even a superstar. Before he knew it, it was dark into midnight. As he watched more and more videos, the algorithm discovered that he was not only a Loch monster who swept videos at night, he was also a jellycat. Therefore, TikTok began connecting him with other jellycats. Here, Ness found his small group. He was completely unaware that the clock had passed a few more hours into late night. Ness's eyes were barely open, and the dark circles under them were getting darker. But he simply couldn't stop. Very soon, the algorithm behind the screen realized that Ness in front of the screen had become an active user, so the algorithm decided to recommend something else to him, something that his small group would like to pay. When Ness placed his order for products that he didn't need, it was dawn. So, what was that algorithm or that artificial intelligence behind the screen doing? When Ness is surfing the app, the algorithm randomly placed content for him from the current high play database. At the same time, his information is read by the algorithm and labeled. For Ness, his main labels include day laborer, individual with consuming capacity, jellycat, Loch Ness monster, etc. As he watches more, the labels are added more. Shortly, these individuals, or jellycats, with the same labels, become a cluster. The individuals in the cluster, despite their similarity, still differ somewhat in their watching history data. Those videos, watched more times and for longer, are fed to others in the cluster, such as our Ness. At the same time, the system will continue to recommend content that his overall user group likes to watch. As TikTok itself promotes, the more you use, the more you like. By the length, likes, and comments of each video he watches, he determines what he likes, which is then recommended to other users in that cluster, and adds weights to the number of clicks on those videos across the whole app. Each NES, as an individual, domesticates this anonymous AI behind the screen. However, this is not a sleepless night from one person, but an unavoidable rivalry of the entire cultural community of Internet or digital natives. They are the young, the teenagers, the citizens of Generation Z who have been immersed in the Internet age since birth. By January 2022, TikTok now has 1 billion monthly active users. They spend more than 850 minutes per month on the app. Taking the US as an example, teenagers make up a quarter of the usage population, and among teenagers across the US, 69% are TikTok users. Based on the time spent, likes and comments, and other data on certain types of information, the absolute weight of which is given to the recipient's behavior, the power of the gatekeeper is gradually shifted from the specialized producers to the audience itself. For the online citizen, the video itself, with its spectacle and unseen scenes of everyday life, complemented by a musical form, creates expectations in their culture. And the algorithm logic, the selection of content for public topics, is no longer entirely rational, and the short-form video culture has replaced the 3 centuries-old culture of the Enlightenment. From a critical perspective, French scholar Ydebord has developed the concept of situating, which refers to people being encapsulated in the summation of their actions. In his words, a situation is a concrete and carefully constructed moment of life, organized by the collective nature of a unified game of circumstances and events. In the context of algorithm recommendations, the logic of reason gives way to the sense of superficial presentation, where people encounter information texts without knowing them, and where the space for thinking through them is expelled from the process of transmission. This constitutes a unique culture of Internet Z generation.